Hi everybody, this is a quick follow-up video to my previous reloading video on the 7.62 by 54R. It's usually used in Mosin-Nagant rifles. In that video I used load data from the Lyman manual, and this is the load data that I was using. Now it is for a 150 grain bullet, which is what I loaded, but this data is for a jacketed soft point bullet. I used a full metal jacket boat tail. It's not quite the same bullet design. This is a hunting bullet. The one that I'm using is a target bullet. Well, anyways, I knew what I was doing when I made the video, but since I'm not quite that knowledgeable yet, I didn't really mention anything about the difference in bullet designs. I didn't want to give you any incorrect information. And, you know, as always, it's a YouTube video. You guys shouldn't, of course, don't use YouTube as your one and only reference, especially from somebody that's as inexperienced as me. Well, anyways, one of the gentlemen that left a comment was kind enough to point this out, and it was something that I was a little bit concerned about, and he kind of reinforced that concern for me, and he said a soft point bullet is not the same as a full metal jacket, and that I should at least get one or two more manuals and double check the data, especially in regards to the overall length of the cartridge. So when I made these cartridges, I made them to the recommended overall length of 2.87 inches. It's this nice batch of handmade ammo that I made a couple weeks ago. And, you know, I was a little bit concerned. I didn't want to fire them until I checked everything. So I do have another manual in my inventory. It's a really good one, too. It's the Speer number 14 reloading manual. But unfortunately, this book doesn't have any data for the 7.62 by 54, so I had to look somewhere else. And I did do that. I got the second edition of the Lee manual, and let's take a look in here and see what he says. Okay, 150 grain jacketed bullet. It doesn't go into a lot of detail. It just tells you the very basic bullet weight and bullet design. And let's take a look. I did use I used Varget powder when I made my loads from the Lyman manual. Here's the overall length, 2.875, which is extremely close to the 2.870. So when I saw that, I felt pretty good, but I did go ahead and order a second manual just to triple check myself, the Hornady book. This book is really, really good. Lots of data on military rifles or military service loads, like the M1A/M14, specific loads for the M1 Garand rifle, and it does have a good amount of information excuse me, on the 7.62 by 54. So let's go ahead and take a look here. 150 to 150 grain bullets. And take a look. They do have something that's very similar to the PPU bullets that I've used. That's their boat-tailed FMJ boat tail. There we go, 2.85. Again, extremely close to the 2.87 that I used. So I triple-checked my work. Everything seems to be in agreement, and I feel confident now taking these to the range in a week or so and firing them. I feel that it's going to be safe, and hopefully I'll get some good accuracy. So yeah, don't use YouTube as your only reference, especially if it's from a self-taught hack like me. You always want to double and triple check, and I think this also points to the importance of having more than one loading manual at your disposal, because there's some stuff in some manuals that's not covered, and it will be picked up in another manual. So just a couple of helpful tips for you guys. But yeah, I feel good. I think my ammo is good to go, and I'll be doing a video. I'll be comparing my ammo to the factory ammo, and we'll go over like the size differences and group size and things like that. You guys have a good weekend, and please stay tuned. Thanks.